Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Taylor, Marshall Leffer, and Enoch Brogy, ready to bring you quarterfinal baseball here from Golden Knight Field on a beautiful day for a doubleheader. It will be the 4 seed, the South Beauregard Knights, and it will be the 5 seed, the Erath Bobcats. Baseball's on deck. Marshall Leffner, we didn't think when we would get these games in. We knew at some point, but the weather was nasty yesterday. We got a beautiful day upon us today.
Yeah, as bad as it was yesterday, just no one anywhere able to get a playoff game in after such a long layoff for a bunch of teams. But after the rain out yesterday, we get a beautiful day for baseball today. Wind is blowing, sun is out, not a cloud in the sky, and the field got a nice soak over the past couple days.
Talk to me about both of these ball clubs. South Beauregard took 3 games last week, bounced back after game 1 and the sweep on Saturday. Erath, it was a 2-game sweep, no need for a game 3. They took care of business on Thursday and Friday with Pine. Talk to me about what do you know from both teams here today?
Well, we've seen both of these teams on Under the Lights this season. Obviously, both of these teams played against each other in the semis last season, so they're facing off a week earlier than they did in 2025. But the road team, Erath, coming in playing really good baseball as of late.
They met in the regular season, extra inning ball game.
You're right, and we saw some of those. We saw extra inning ball out of Erath more than once this season. The Bobcats coming in playing really well. 1 loss in the month of April, their last regular season game against Rose Pine, which is a really good team over on the select side of D3.
Team still playing ball.
Correct. They're playing today and tomorrow at home. Meanwhile, the top of that lineup, feeding into the middle and all the way through to the bottom, they've continued all year long to hit the ball really well. Carter Champagne, I have literally lost count on how long his hit streak is, but it is well over 20 games, and he continues to just get multi-hit games, and he's pitched pretty well, hitting in the 2-hole. Today we'll see Landon Duron start on the mound, and that's someone who got a kind of a late start to his starting pitching routine this season, coming back from an injury and kind of working his way back. But he's a full go, and he's that game 1 type starter. South Beau, on the other hand, they're bringing a good pitcher, Alex Baggett, who we saw throw last week. And you talk about them going to 3 games. Well, they played a really good game in game 1 against Port Barry. Port Barry just outlasted them by a play or 2 and got a gem out of their starter, Bailey Redo. So South Beauregard, similar to Erath, their March and April, once they got through tournament season, they've been able to take care of their district. They've been able to win and battle in tough PowerPoint games and win most of them. So South Beau comes on in with a similar type of momentum, a similar type of expected production in 1 through 4 in their lineup, just like Erath. The Golden Knights 1 through 4 is hitting really well. Baggett's part of that. Jed Henry, who's going to be an LBCA All-Star. And then we saw Drew Barrow play really well last weekend, both defensively and offensively. So South Beau, we talked to, our guy Hayden Lassard, strength on strength. That's something that he likes to use, and every time he says it, it kind of makes sense when you think about it. This is what you'll see in this series. Good starting pitching. Power at the plate, not necessarily over the fence power, but gap power, down the line power. Solid defense, momentum, and a tradition of good baseball, and an expectation to advance past this round. We'll just see which one of those teams does it.
Tell us what's in store for today. We know we're playing 2 today, but what if we do get to game 3? Talk to us about this series and what's going to line up, the game times, and if there is a game 3.
So, we know without a doubt that both of these teams are too deep in their starting rotation. Where are those 3rd and 4th and, let's face it, maybe that 5th pitcher come into the weekend, whether it's game 1, 2, or 3, or a combination of all of that. We've seen plenty of 7-inning gems, 8-inning gems, 6-inning great performances. We've seen a lot of good starts from pitchers as the weather's kind of warmed up into the spring, regular season too. So I just think it's super important this time of year in D3 is that third and fourth pitcher. Do they come in and give you those innings that resemble those 1 and 2 guys? It happens all the time. There's plenty of guys that can do it. Which ones will do it, and will this be the weekend where that third and fourth pitcher really comes in and has a strong appearance on the mound?
You're getting a good look at the Knights here at home, wearing their black jerseys and white bottoms, and it looks like Erath will be wearing their white on whites with their blue trims today. You talked about starting pitching that we're going to see today. Any other thing that really stands out about these two teams here? Phenomenal coaching also.
So these are two coaches that have been with these programs, and we know what they've done in the past few years. I think with the weather, of course, that's in the past, that's over with, but not necessarily with these two teams because they did get quality series in last weekend. But with the way that we've kind of been on and off the field this past week, bit of a layoff. Are these hitters at the top of the lineup going to be patient at the plate, or are they going to be dying to try to make their impact early on? I know, there's the 1 seed in Class B, they haven't played since, I believe, April 12th or something like that. So that kind of situation could be huge. But for these teams that have been kind of waiting all week to really just let everything go in practice, how have they prepared in the margins when your only option was the batting cages? How did you get better that day? So I think that will stand out because I think the margins, Jordy, are slim again for this series. There's just so much talent and ability at the top end of their rosters that what's going to break, that will be what we'll see today.
I agree with you. How about you announce our sponsors for this quarterfinal series?
I want to thank everybody who helped bring this series broadcasted live on Under the Lights. Our first inning sponsor today is going to be Southern Parish Plumbing. They're a premier full-service plumbing provider dedicated to serving the homes and businesses of Acadiana and Southwest Louisiana. With a commitment to technical excellence and local values, they handle everything from routine maintenance and emergency repairs to large-scale installations. Their team understands the unique needs of Louisiana properties. They pride themselves on delivering reliable, long-term solutions with the professional integrity their neighbors expect. So whether it's a leaky faucet in Lafayette or a commercial project in Lake Charles, Southern Parish Plumbing is the name you can trust to get the job done right the first time. Thank you, Southern Parish Plumbing, for supporting Under the Lights.
We'll just read through them all at this point right here and give us the rest of them all the way down.
Our second inning sponsor is Fundraising University. They've been supporting Under the Lights all weekend. Southern Parish Plumbing is also going to sponsor our third inning, and the fourth inning is brought to you by QSA. Fifth inning,
that's Quality Sports Authority.
Quality Sports Authority, thank you so much. The Champagnes sponsor our fifth inning today. They want to wish Coach Picard and the Bobcats good luck. Southern Parish Plumbing is sponsoring our sixth inning today, which has been a big one, big inning in a lot of these series throughout the playoffs so far. And the seventh inning will be T. Russ's Cypress Dust Cajun Seasoning. Mr. Russell Swear, thank you so much. Thank you to all of our inning sponsors for today and this great three-game series on Under the Lights.
Time to announce those starting lineups for both teams. We'll start with the visitor, Erath Bobcats, followed by the home team, the Golden Knights of South Beauregard.
Bobcats today on offense. They'll lead it off with their center fielder, number 7, Landon Lemaire. Carter Champagne, the second baseman, number 2, will hit out of the 2-hole, and he'll be followed by your starting pitcher today, Landon Daron, number 8. Cleanup will be Tate Collins, hit pretty well all year. He'll be at shortstop today, and he wears number 6. Jack Landry is in right field. He's sent a few balls over the right field fence here lately. Number 4, Jack Landry will be batting 5th. Cade Francis, number 10, will play first base today and bat 6th. Number 27, Noah Capel, will play left field and bat 7th. Batting 8th is number 3, Colin Rodriguez, another good pitcher for Erath. He's playing 3rd today. And in the 9-hole, number 22, Talon Landry, the designated hitter. He will be hitting for the catcher, number 12, Aiden Romero. So the Bobcats, they've changed their batting order a few times. I think just about every game we've seen them, they've had a different batting order. But whether or not, it's 9, 10, 11 guys that can produce for them on offense.
As we cue up the starting pitcher for the Bobcats, making his way to the bullpen. He pitched in the state championship game a year ago, so big game experience matters. Go ahead and announce the starting lineup for this home team, Golden Knights.
The Golden Knights of South Beauregard will lead it off with their talented center fielder, number 1, Drew Barrow. In the 2-hole is Jed Henry, number 8. He will be starting the game at shortstop. The third hitter for South Bow will be Jackson Yellett, the second baseman today, wearing number 6. Heath Crater, number 4, the first baseman, will bat cleanup for South Bow. Alex Baggett, who is starting today on the mound, number 3, will bat 5th for the Knights. Drew Smith is going to play right field, and bat 6, he wears number 9. The 7-hole is number 14, Hunter Ballard. He is your catcher for South Beauregard. 8-hole is Davis Henry, the left fielder, number 10. And number 15, Cohen Thompson, will play third base and bat 9th. No designated hitter to start the game for Coach DeVille, but the home team will bring their familiar offensive lineup here to try to get a Game 1 win.
Introduce both head coaches at this time.
Jeremy Picard is a very successful, very beloved coach for Erath. Like we said, brought this team to the finals last year in Division III non-select. And the head coach for the home team, Coach Jeremy DeVille, he has been the skipper here at South Bow since 2019. They're also won a state championship in their history back in 2017, a semifinalist in 2023, and also got that championship in 2024. So a really successful run for both of these coaches at their respective schools.
All right, we'll step away. We'll give you keys to victory. We'll talk about the little things when we come back, but let's go ahead and introduce the rest of our sponsors as we work our way down.
Advertech Advertising provides promotional products, custom decals, vinyl, screen printing, and embroidery. They're locally owned with over 15 years of dependable fast service. Your one-stop print shop. Contact Miss Bridget Soche at 337-501-2014, 337-501-2014, or send her an email at bridget@advertechadv.com. They're located in New Iberia. Thank you so much, Ms. Soche and Advertech Advertising, for helping to sponsor Under the Lights. BT Builds, they're proudly serving the Vermilion Parish and Beauregard Parish communities for years to come. From custom builds and welding to upgrades around your home, Bryland delivers quality work that you can count on every single time. Give them a call, 337-517-0198, or you can just search for BT Builds on Facebook. Look them up there to get your next project started today. BT Builds, built on hard work, built for you. And again, we mentioned our 7th inning sponsor tonight, T-Russ and the Cypress Dust Cajun Seasoning. That's an authentic Cajun seasoning available in both the Vermilion and Beauregard Parish communities. He wants to say good luck to the Golden Knights, but as always, it's a great day to be a Bobcat. Contact Mr. Russell Swear at 318-332-8541 and get you some T-Russ Cypress Dust Cajun Seasoning. Want to also thank Quality Sports Authority, located in Erath, your premier recreational facility in Vermilion Parish, where the Bobcats play their home games, with access to 13 baseball and softball fields, as well as a 15,000 square foot indoor facility. QSA offers recreational baseball, softball, flag football, and basketball. QSA also serves as a host to several baseball, softball, and basketball tournaments. Give them a call today at 337-937-4360 to get your child registered in one of their numerous programs. Quality Sports Authority, where we continue to prepare young athletes for the highest level in both life and sports. Thank you so much, Quality Sports Authority. They've hosted us plenty of times in the past. Team Louisiana was founded in 2010 in Erath. Team Louisiana baseball fields teams from ages 7 to age 18. We currently have youth programs in Erath, Shreveport, West Monroe, Alexandria, Lake Charles, and Hammond. And as Jordan just mentioned, both of these teams feature players that are members of Team Louisiana. Young men excel both on and off the field. They have helped over 500 kids in the state of Louisiana pursue their dreams of playing college baseball with their high school program. Give them a call today, 337-937-4360, to be a part of the Team Louisiana family. And again, our fifth inning sponsor want to thank the Champagnes. They want to wish Coach Picard and the Erath Bobcats the best of luck in the quarterfinals this weekend. Next time you're in town, stop on by to fuel up or shop at the supermarket. That's Champagnes right there in Erath. Thank you to all of our sponsors that you'll be hearing about all day today. Our first and last word is brought to you by Enviro Resources. Our booth boss is Mr. Jacob Landry. Thank you so much for your support all season long. Heads up, those foul balls brought to you by Industrial and Oilfield Services. Our run rally will be brought to you by BT Builds. Our Mound Master is brought to you by Advertech Advertising Technologies. And our hits today are brought to you by Team Louisiana. We will step away, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for first pitch. You are watching Erath at South Beauregard live on Under the Lights.
All right, that was a live look in at the field camera there from the South Beauregard dugout and whatnot. Let's see. We'll see if we're going to get another look in right here. Let's see. He's making his way over to the Erath side.
Yeah, getting ready for first pitch here. You see the home team Knights there, down there behind their field house, their clubhouse with the pregame prayer. Now they'll make their way onto the dugout. And Enoch, just a couple moments away here from first pitch, and kind of talked about back in football season, quarterfinals, and kind of like we said last week, quarterfinals is really where there's no bad teams left. When you start to look at the brackets, there's no teams left usually that are a surprise, that you're not looking at and saying, I would have expected them to be here on the third weekend of the postseason here in Division III. So you definitely get that with South Beau and Erath, and that it's the quarterfinals in particular just seem to be the round where everything kind of steps up a little bit.
Yep, you're absolutely right about that. At this point, especially with the fact that you have to win 2 out of 3 games to advance a round, you're definitely gonna. It definitely runs the rubber to the road whenever teams play, and when you have to win 2 out of 3 games, it really shows who's the better team. You get opportunities. You get more than one game to determine that. And I mean, you look at the history between these two teams just over the past couple of years. We were a little familiar with Erath, especially last year, to kind of help start out UTL baseball, and they had to come up here in the semifinals against South Beauregard, and they managed to pull off the win in order to punch their ticket to state. Now they're here in the quarterfinals. They're meeting up a little bit earlier, and the winner of this series, they'll likely get the state champion from last year in Sterlington.
Yeah, Sterlington they play against Caldwell Parish today. So Sterlington, they're the 1 seed. They'll be favored in that series. So if they're able to get through the Spartans, they will host the winner of this series. You got to look a moment ago at the home dugout. South Beauregard getting ready to take the field. Meanwhile, Erath is finishing their warm-ups. You see pregame just working on the pickoff from the head coach, and you see there Landon Doron down the right field line as he will return to the dugout here in just a moment.
Yeah,
like you said, he was just a key pitcher for him for the Bobcats. Had to deal with some injuries, so did not get to start the season as a pitcher. Was able to contribute there in the field and at the plate, but now being able to just add in to what had already been a pretty capable rotation for Erath, and it'll be great. It's great to see Landon Duran back healthy on the mound again, and it'll be good to see number 8 on the mound again here in the playoffs today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think him getting the game 1 start is probably the best move Erath could have made. Let Duran come in, let him do his thing, and if he's able to have a good game, Erath could very well win game 1. Now, South Beauregard, we've seen them play last week. If you give them a shot, they'll swing and they'll make something happen out of it. South Beauregard's lineup is full of capable hitters, but then again, so is Erath. So with the wind blowing in from home plate and blowing in from the northeast, so to speak, who knows if 1 or 2 of these fly balls might get tracked way deep in the outfield and maybe even we get a home run or so.
Yeah, Alex Baggett had a great outing on the mound last week. Just barely outdone by Bailey Rito there on Friday. But talking to both of those head coaches in that series before the game, I mean, Jed Henry has gotten a lot of attention as a really good starting pitcher for South Beau, but Alex Baggett has been just as good, and he's just the kind of caliber starter that you want for a quarterfinal game, and you get that out of Jed Henry, who I'm sure we'll see on the mound at some point in this series, probably a start in either game 2 or 3. So it's really good to see him back on the mound today, and yeah, just a matchup of 2 quality pitchers as you see the pregame meeting taking place.
Yeah, absolutely agree about Baggett, man. I agree about Baggett. He was phenomenal in game 1 for South Beauregard. He kept them into that game as much as possible before, I think it was, in the 7th inning, he ran out of pitches?
Yeah,
they pulled him
he went to 115, and and I believe one of those runs might have been unearned, if I remember correctly. So
I think you're correct about that, yeah. But, I mean, it was one of those situations where, it was a great pitching battle that he had last week. His team was not able to get ahead 1-0 in the series, but it didn't matter. They won games 2 and games 3, and they're playing today. That's what ultimately matters, is winning the 2 games either today or if you have to play game 3 tomorrow. You got to find a way to win 2 of 3, because if you do, you're more than likely going to get a crack at the defending state champions.
Yeah, kind of. You don't necessarily think of these teams having to find a way to win 2 or 3. They know how to win 2 or 3. It's just which team is going to get it done. Which talented roster will crack first. Which coach can find a way to get 90 extra feet. Which pitcher can get all 115 if he needs it. So it'll be. I really think it'll be. Just a series where maybe not every game is close, but the series just comes down to a few plays here and there, because we've seen them play mistake-free baseball for large parts of the season. We've seen the talent that they have on the roster. We've seen the complete way that they can win baseball games. They can pitch well, from a starting standpoint. They can score 8, 9, 10, 11 runs if they need to. They can turn 2. They can play good defense. And we'll just see which one of them does it better this weekend as we get ready to go down to the field and hear the starting lineups for today's ball game.
Yep. All right, we will keep audio up here, but we will see if it'll push the audio through here so you can hear the starting lineups at this time.
Number 27, Beau. Third base, number 3, Colin Rodriguez. 39, number 22, Tyler Landry. Number 12, Aiden Romero.
And that is your starting lineup for the 5th seed Road Warrior Erath Bobcats. Fantastic record on the road for this team. Now they're going to introduce the South Beauregard Golden Knights starting lineup. And there is your South Beauregard starting lineup. We will now await the playing of the national anthem at this time.
Baseball fans, it's the quarterfinals. It's South Beauregard, it's Erath, it's coming up next. Marshall, how'd that look down there?
Man, it looks great under these blue skies. Didn't have a moment yesterday that it wasn't raining, but we're ready for some baseball today, Jordy.
How about the camera on the field? Got the lineups, how everything looked?
Oh yeah, look just like back to opening day form. Got a great crew here. Jordan Taylor, Marshall Leffler, and Enoch Brogy making it happen. UTL wives and girlfriends were instrumental and getting this studio set up today.
I'll tell you what, you can't see it from our vantage point right here, but there is a packed house behind the plate. A lot of blue, a lot of purple, as we get ready to see Baggett go against Lemaire, Champagne, and Duran.
Yeah, we'll get going with, and you know, like we said, top of this lineup has been on fire all season, but they've kind of shuffled the order around a little bit. So, you know, we've seen, and that's a good thing. I say that in a good way. So, it'll be good to just see these hitters for Erath continue to, you know, do their thing. And we do have a score update, Jordan. My buddy Jimmy Guthrie, shout out, he's watching. My Union Parish football broadcast partner, Sterlington did win, so they are going to move on to the semis. They're going to host the winner of this ball game. Shout out Jimmy Guthrie, my man. Panthers moving on. They're the defending champs, and they'll get the winner of this series.
Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to our sponsors for bringing it to you. Your first inning sponsor is going to be Southern Parish Plumbing. I'm coming off of sickness. Marshall may have to do the bulk of the work here, but I'm sure he's ready to go as I am, as Landon Lemaire steps in, sees a strike, and first pitch comes at you at 3:02.
I'm ready to watch both these teams do the work. First pitch high and away, called strike one, though.
Same spot. And quickly, Lemaire is down 0-2. Hey, we saw Baggett go 7 innings strong last week.
And quickly, you see the energy after every pitch, the horns blowing, the bells ringing.
And he fouls that one off, just got a piece.
Yellow off-speed pitch from Alex.
Your foul ball sponsor this evening will be Industrial and Oilfield Services.
Our heads-up sponsor.
The 0-2 upstairs.
You see, man, they've got fans down in the batting cages. They got the Little League teams down the third base line, the left field. Yeah, our PAC students got it going on the right field area.
3-man umpire crew here as we begin this quarterfinal series. Winner of this series will go have a date with the state champs in the semifinals in North Louisiana. The 2-2. Just got a piece. Another Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball.
Another off-speed pitch that Lemaire just kind of stayed with and make sure he contacted. Keeps fighting.
Every pitch is going to matter here today, Marshall, as we get a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chased it upstairs. And our first strikeout of the game belongs to Navarrete Advertising and Technologies. Master strikeout from Mr. Baggett.
So, I mean, a good at-bat from Lemaire, but a really great pitch sequence from Alex Baggett. Ended up getting him with the high heat after getting him to foul off some off-speed stuff.
Carter Champagne. Big swing and a miss. All Champagne has done the last month or two is reach base safely every single time.
Yeah, and consistently getting multi-hit games as well. Got out in front of an off-speed pitch there.
The 0-1. Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball, and quickly Champagne's down 0-2, and Baggett is in a little rhythm here.
Yeah, he's, like I said, really kind of stacking these pitch sequences up pretty well, and he's got two 0-2 counts.
The 0-2. Another Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball, and just like Lemaire was fighting, Champagne's fighting here on an 0-2 count.
And big swings every time. He just stepped out of the box and took another hack.
These two teams met back in the regular season. It took extra innings. What's going to happen in this best of three? Ground ball to the shortstop, and it's going to be booted. The ever short hit.
Jed Henry,
that did not make an error last weekend, makes the first error of this ball game.
Yeah, and I do think that's E6. It's not like he was moving right or left too much, but good job by Champagne to find a way on.
Yeah, hit it hard.
2 strikes. Yep, hit it hard to the left side of the dugout, and we've got 1 on, 1 out.
And somebody that can hit it hard is this next guy walking to the plate. Landon Duran, today's starting pitcher.
So Champagne will keep that on-base streak going here.
Yeah, there you go.
On top of the first inning.
That's going to miss. (1-0) just on the way here with 1 out. And a called strike. A 1-1 count, 2-3-0 hitting. Landon Duran. Call strike again. One, two, 1 out. That one misses outside. Catcher doing good work behind the plate.
And these Erath hitters doing a good job of working with these 2 strike counts. Job is not easy against a good pitcher like Alex Baggett.
The 2-2. Ground ball. Could be a tailor-made double play. 4, 6, 3. And that will do it. And first baseman goes over there to shake his hand. Knights are out the dugout. They're fired up. They will bat here in the bottom of the first inning.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and, well, no runners left on base after that double play to end it. So good start from Alex Baggett. Had 1 base runner, but got his way out of it and really looked good, looked strong, look how you'd want him to look if you're a Golden Knight fan.
Coming up for the Knights, Drew Barrow, Jed Henry, Jackson Yellett. When we come back, we'll take a look at our first inning sponsor, followed by our foul ball sponsor.
Reminder, fans, our first inning is brought to you by Southern Parish Plumbing, their premier full-service plumbing provider dedicated to serving the homes and businesses of Acadiana and Southwest Louisiana. With a commitment to technical excellence and local values to handle everything from routine maintenance, emergency repairs, large-scale installations, and more. Their needs of Louisiana properties, and they pride themselves on delivering reliable long-term solutions with the professional integrity that their neighbors expect. Whether it's a leaky faucet in Lafayette or a commercial project in Lake Charles, Southern Parish Plumbing is the name you can trust to get the job done right the first time. Bottom of the first inning coming up on Under the Lights.
We will see the talented freshman, Drew Barrow, to lead things off for the Golden Knights.
And we'll see Landon Duran, who ate some dirt down there on the first base line, trying to dive at the bag.
Today's starting catcher, number 12.
Aiden Romero.
Call strike.
Romero, the flex player today, got the 9-hole. Mr. Talon Landry going to be hitting for him today.
Swing and a miss.
Boy, look at him. He's fired up.
It's going to be a great matchup on the mound today between Baggett and Duran. We'll see who outduels who. The 1-2. Down in the dirt. And the count runs 2s across the board. Enoch, what have you noticed here? Awesome atmosphere so far.
Yeah, I've noticed Baggett is more or less pitching like he was when we saw him last weekend in that game 1. And
Swing and a miss real quick. Down on strikes goes Barrow. And that's going to be another advertising technology strikeout. Go ahead, Enoch.
yeah, I knew coming in I'd be excited for this pitching battle. I wanted to see who would attack the strike zone more aggressively, and it looks like both of them are getting after it. I'm excited to see how game 1 is going to go with these two pitchers going after it.
Jed Henry, he did a lot of things right last weekend, Marshall. He even started 2 games.
Well, and he, got that error there in the first inning, but made up for it right after that by making it happen and turning 2.
He swung it well last weekend. He started game 2. He started game 3. A talented senior here for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, we'll get to see him in the All-Star game at LCU later this month.
Two-0 here. Hitters count for Henry. And that one is fouled back for an Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball.
Man, and you can see, Jordan, I'll say this, and I'm not saying I know him personally, but talking to Landon Doron earlier this year, very calm, very composed, just kind of, nonchalant. Man, he is gassed up, fired up today, towing the rubber.
He's a gamer. The 2-1. Another Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball.
And yet, I guess, you just got, these teams have a history. These guys have a history with each other.
This is a big rivalry here in baseball.
So you can see he's bringing it with 110% today.
2-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Downstairs, and the count runs full.
First full count we've seen today.
A payoff pitch. And that one's going to be fouled off again. Another Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball. Well, we would like to thank both head coaches for having us here. Coach Jeremy DeVille, we talked to him after the game Saturday, and he said, absolutely, come on back.
Yeah, he was great as a host when we first got to
call strike to pass him, and Henry will be aboard via the strikeout.
Oh, you don't see that every day. Swinging strike 3, I can see how that happens. Called strike 3, much less common. So 1 on, 1 out for the home team.
And Duran's got 2 strikeouts here out the gate.
And you can shake that off easily. We've already seen a double play happen. So if you're Erath, you're not worried about that at all.
1 out. A base runner aboard. And here comes Jackson Yellett.
Did not get the start in this series last weekend, if I remember correctly.
Did not start game 1, but he did start game 2 and 3 in the DH position. So today he's getting a nod to play second base. He was coming back from injury, so good to see him back on the field.
Quick pickoff attempt off the rubber. He hadn't even stepped on the rubber yet. But he'll check Henry over there.
One 0 to Yellett. Man, a big swing. Tell you what, the Golden Knights are coming up here taking some healthy cuts.
Yeah, and you saw Erath doing the same thing like I mentioned. That long layoff, they're going to be hungry to get in there and make an impact.
We got time. We got something on the field over there in left field that fell from the cooking section.
Oh, yeah, they got a big head. A big fat head. Why not?
Playoff baseball right here on Under the Lights between the Knights and the Bobcats. That one hit him, Marshall.
So Yellett with a hit by pitch.
And Yellett and Duran exchanging words after it. And the shortstop, Tate Collins, comes over and try to settle down his pitcher.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, he is on full tilt right now, and that's not a bad thing. but they got 2 on, so they got to find a way to get back in the dugout.
Heath Crater bats here with 1 out.
Yeah, Crater had a good series.
He did a good job spraying the field last week, hitting the ball to the opposite side of the field.
Yes, he did, and he had plenty of base hits in the month of April as they rounded out their regular season. He's been seeing the ball pretty well the past 3 or 4 weeks.
0-1 here with 1 out. Couple teammates aboard for the Golden Knights. That one's downstairs. Romero keeping everything in check. Golden Knights brought the horns out today, Marshall.
Yeah, after every pitch, it's just so noisy. But that's playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball at its best. 1-1. Downstairs again, no movement on the bases.
Good job by 12, keeping that one in front of him.
Count runs 2-1, still in the bottom of the first inning here. And Duran's got a jam.
Still 1 pitch away, as we say.
Ground ball, soft contact. Duran fields it, fires it in time. Runners will advance. And now, you talk about helping your cause. Here comes your starting pitcher.
Yeah, Alex Baggett, who is going to be the 5-hole hitter today. And you're 2 outs if you're Erath, but a base hit may score 2. So a good opportunity for Landon Duran.
And the way that both of these pitchers are pitching today, who says 1 or 2 runs might be enough?
Right, yeah, we saw that in game 1 here last week.
That's past him. That's going to score a run. And a pass ball scores the first run of this one. The Golden Knights lead it 1-0, Marshall.
So that's Henry getting on base with the ball going to the backstop, and he finds his way back home with the ball going to the backstop again. So an unearned run for Erath.
And quick check down here at third. Good throw from Romero.
Yeah. Nice heads-up play. You know, he'll be wanting to make up for that run scored. Erath just needs to settle down. Like I said, still got 2 outs.
2 outs. Runner at third. And a called strike.
So Baggett still with an opportunity to help his cause.
Called strike on the outside corner. And it runs 2-2. 2 outs. Runner at third.
Got 2s on the board for the first time today.
They're on limited damage here. Get his team in the dugout.
Big lead at third.
And a big swing, but falls in front. And a 2-out RBI single.
And so what did we say that Alex just did?
Help this cause.
Man, what a great job of hitting by Alex Baggett.
And it fell
Right in front, yeah.
right in front of Landry out there.
No play to be made there. That's a clean base hit going opposite field. He'll get a courtesy runner. And an RBI single for Alex Baggett with 2 outs.
And 2 runs have come across here. And if you're the home team right here, and you got your ace on the mound, 2 quick early runs, you got to be feeling really good.
Yeah, one of those unearned. But we'll see what Drew Smith, the right fielder, can do here now in the 6th hole. Big lead at first.
Smith's going to call time. So two runs have come across here in the inning. We want to say thank you to BT Builds as Duran just threw a ball away. And he may put the brakes on at second. We want to say thank you to BT Builds, our Run Rally sponsor this evening.
Yeah, BT Builds proudly serving the Erath and surrounding areas. Custom builds, welding, upgrades around the home. Find BT Builds. Look them up on Facebook or call them 337-517-0198. Brylan, thank you so much for sponsoring UTL. BT Builds. Just look them up on Facebook and get yourself taken care of.
He's a senior right there for Erath, so almost graduation time. Marshall, so what happened just now? They returned the base runner to first base.
Fontenot, that's number 2, the courtesy runner that's in there.
So I believe the ball might be dead because it hit the umpire?
On the pickoff attempt.
So they returned the runner to first base.
So very important now for Duran to settle down and find this third out.
Pitch misses inside. The inning will continue here. Already 2-0.
A little frustrated. Look, we'll get a mound visit already. He's just got to calm down. He's fired up.
We'll take it with him. Your mound visit, sponsored by Avertech Advertising Technology.
Avertech Advertising provides promotional products, custom decals, vinyl, screen printing, and embroidery. Miss Bridget Saucier, locally owned there in New Arbery with over 15 years of dependable fast service. Your one-stop print shop. Give Avertech Advertising a call, 337-501-2014.
First inning is sponsored by Southern Parish Plumbing.
Southern Parish Plumbing. Appreciate y'all for supporting UTL.
As the mound visit is over with, what do you think that conversation was about?
Calm down, buddy. Get the third out. We got a long way to go. You got to save. Got to keep plenty in the tank. And we're, you're good. All good.
Drew Smith bats here with 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, especially with 2 balls that found their way to the backstop, another ball that found its way to the batting cage. You've got to just make sure that the little things are worked out.
And runners off and running. And Tate Collins puts the tag down. And Duran doesn't even have to throw a pitch to get an out. His catcher and his shortstop just did it themselves.
So 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, 1 runner left on base, and I love it. You got both players, 2 starters that made errors in the first inning, and both following them up with good defensive plays to end the inning with Jed Henry and Aiden Romero.
It will be 4, 5, 6 due up for the Bobcats. Tate Collins, Jack Landry, Cade Francis, 2 runs came across in the inning. Your second inning sponsor will be Fundraising University. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
Every team has a winning game plan for Friday nights, but does your team have a fundraising game plan? This is Stuart Miller with Fundraising University. We help schools and teams raise more money in less time with a proven 7 to 10 day fundraising system. No more underperforming fundraisers. They take 3 to 4 weeks. No risky apps, no burnout. Over the last several years, teams in Louisiana have raised nearly $3 million working with us, averaging close to $600 per athlete. Don't settle for multiple small fundraisers when one great one can change your season. Go to fundraisingu.net today. Your winning play starts here.
Top of the second inning, set to begin. Alex Baggett back on the mound, and up to bat for the Bobcats is is Tate Collins, number 6, the shortstop. he will watch ball one high and away. South Beau with an earned run and an unearned run in the bottom of the first as Baggett goes back to work. This time Collins will look at strike one. That'll even it at 1 ball and 1 strike apiece. Winner of this ball game takes on the defending champs up in Ouachita Parish. Pitch is high and away again. So Baggett falls behind 2-1. Baggett took the loss last Friday. This ball is hit to short. Henry's going to pick it up after 1 hop, get it over to first, and in time for the out. Nice pickup by Jed Henry. And showing the arm across the diamond to get out number 1. And that'll bring up Mr. Jack Landry, the right fielder today. Jack has shown some power here in the second half of the regular season. He's gone deep a few times. Starting QB for the Bobcats past couple years. And he'll step into the box against Alex Baggett. Swinging at the first pitch, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. And that will be a single for Jack Landry. And he'll get the visiting team dugout fired up a little bit. Nice piece of hitting for Jack. Turning on the first one he saw from Baggett and putting it in the left field for a second inning single. And now Cade Francis, the first baseman for Erath, will come to the plate with 1 out and 1 on as Baggett now works out of the stretch. All right, now he'll step off. So look, he stepped on the rubber in the windup, and that's a balk. Yeah, so Baggett got onto the rubber in the full windup and hadn't had too many base runners today. So that'll put Jack Landry in scoring position and bring the tying run to the plate with number 10, Cade Francis, awaiting the first pitch. So now Baggett will go out of the stretch, and he will throw ball 1 to Francis.
You talked about Jack Landry seeing a beach ball up there. He just turned on the first one and hit it hard down the line.
Good eye there by Francis.
So you've seen mistakes from both pitchers out the gate so far also, Marshall. You've seen Durham with a couple pass balls, and you've seen Baggett going out of the windup when he wasn't supposed to.
For one thing I say about pitchers, settle down, settle down, settle down. Nice off-speed pitch there, yeah, off the edge of the plate. But yeah, I think that's the message you have to tell pitchers constantly is settle down. You are not going to win this game by putting a hole in the catcher's mitt. You're going to win this game by doing your part to stay in the strike zone.
I got a 3-1 count here. 2-0 is your score. And Jack Landry waits at second base here with 1 out in the top of the second inning. Your second inning is sponsored by Fundraising University. That base hit also, we'll get back to you, but you gotta hit it. He played for the organization. Your base hits today are sponsored by Team Louisiana, a place where Jack Landry played a lot of baseball for.
Makes perfect sense that he'd get the first base hit of the game for the road team. Full count now here on Francis.
It's a big pitch here.
He goes off speed and misses.
Upstairs. And we got us a 1-out walk.
Yeah, I got a force play back in play for the home team on defense. And we'll see what Noah Capel can do playing left field today.
Noah Capel will bat here with 1 out in the inning. Bobcats trying to strike back for some runs.
Yeah, and they could absolutely do that here. Put the ball in the outfield a time or two. They might tie this game up.
Landry runs well at second base, but
Big swing.
We saw last weekend all three arms in that South Bow outfield. They can throw it.
Yeah, we saw, Barrow actually switched spots with Baggett. So, yeah, that's a good point.
Drew Smith threw somebody out. The left fielder, Davis, threw somebody out.
And Barrow kept people at third on more than one occasion.
So we'll see if Coach Picard is aggressive here early in game number 1. Capel will bat with a couple teammates aboard. The count runs 2-2. Can Baggett make a pitch? He can.
And off speed.
Base is occupied, no need for a throwdown. And there's 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, I think we're in for a pretty good day from Alex Baggett.
Now we'll see.
Colin Rodriguez.
Today's third baseman.
And our first left-handed batter of the day.
That one misses upstairs.
Yeah, Alex has gone to that spot a lot on the first pitch.
These two teams met in the semifinals a year ago. What a fun series that was. We for sure should be in for another great series in the quarterfinals.
I don't think either one of these problems had a problem with this matchup. I'm sure they were both like, yep, I'll take that.
Tyler Landry waits on deck if we get there. As Rodriguez has a 3-0 count. The first of 2 today, Marshall. So, get your popcorn. We're going to be here a while.
I got my sunflower seeds.
A 3-0 call strike.
Big spot here for Rodriguez. 2 on, 2 out.
Can Baggett go back to that same spot? Will Rodriguez be ready for it? He wasn't. Swung past it. And now the base runners will be in motion.
And look, with Baggett having a fastball and off-speed working well today, you might see a strikeout coming from number 3 right here. He might have just the pitch he needs.
Now with the runners moving, base hit will score. The full count, called strike 3. And Baggett gets his team in the dugout. And they just keep the lead.
So I noticed last week, coming off the mound after that third out, Alex was pretty nonchalant, just pretty businesslike. Not that time. He pumped his fist.
We'll head to the bottom of the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Drew Smith. He's due up again because he was there. He was at the plate when the guy got called out at second on the stolen base. Hunter Baylor follows, and Davis Henry for the Golden Knights. Hey, we had a strikeout that inning. We'll talk about it at this time. Avertech Advertising Technologies, strikeout sponsor.
Avertech provides promotional products, custom decals, vinyl, screen printing, and embroidery. Locally owned with over 15 years of dependable fast service. Your one-stop print shop. Contact Miss Bridget Saucier at 337-501-2014 or send her an email, Bridget at advertechadv.com. Located in New Iberia. Thank you so much, Avertech Advertising.
We are in the Fundraising University second inning. We want to say thank you to Stuart Miller. Maybe we'll see Stuart Miller next week for the semifinals if we go to North Louisiana to call a baseball game.
Been a very important part of bringing under the lights this baseball season, Fundraising University. I know Erath partners with Fundraising U, and maybe you should too.
Drew Smith
Good
due up
pitch.
again. Bottom of the second inning. Golden Knights hold on to a 2-0 lead here in game number 1.
Swing and strike that time.
And the umpire is going to come over here, tell Coach DeVille something about his dugout.
Just got to scoot him out behind the wall there.
This is an umpire crew that's not local. They usually grab crews from around the state. And they got a big job on 10 to make sure.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if it was Baton Rouge or just something out of the 337, the 318.
They got a big job on hand this weekend. They make sure the emotions don't ball over from both fan bases and both sets of players.
Yeah, and Diamond officials all over. They've had to scramble with softball being delayed, baseball being delayed.
It's a hit by pitch.
Oh, yeah, he did wear that one. So, yeah, officials have had a busy week as well trying to get these playoffs and state tournament games on the Diamonds, both baseball and softball, trying to get them played.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't both baseball and softball get started a little bit later next season?
Yes. And I think that would be great for some of those winter sports to wrap up, whether it's, powerlifting going into softball or basketball going into baseball. I think that's good. I think it makes sense. Looking at the calendar, I think it fits pretty well with both the LHSA calendar and the academic calendar. So I'm okay with it.
Ball here. And push bunt to first base. And he's going to take the tag out.
So nice play there by Francis.
We saw it last week. Every time they would get a leadoff base runner on, they would move a runner. And here we go again. Bellard doing a good job.
Yeah, great bunt by Hunter Bellard, today's catcher.
Davis Henry, the left fielder, will bat here. An RBI opportunity. 2-0 score. Bottom of the second. 1 out. Runner at second. Duran's going to want to have a conversation with Romero. Enoch.
Yes, sir.
Do I sound as bad as what I think I do?
No, it was your voice has kind of improved since we were on the phone before we got here. You could barely talk at that point, but it seems like your voice is improving a little bit. So hopefully it holds up for 2 games. But if not,
it will not hold up for 2 games.
Well, I'll be here to help pick up some of the slack as well, man.
Oh, another
hit by pitch. Ouch. Took that one off the back.
Yeah, so. And, for the most part, Duran's been around the strike zone. It's not like these are just pure bean balls, just kind of getting away, getting inside on these guys. 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning.
Now Coab Thompson will bat here in the 9-hole position.
Third baseman for the Knights. Home plate ump has stepped out.
The guy at first base that just got hit by a pitch. That one didn't fit.
Walking it off.
Walking it off.
Easy for us to say. We're sitting here in the shade.
Top of the lineup waits on deck. 1 out. That one almost hit him also. No activity in the Bobcat bullpen right now. It's Duran's show.
Yeah, and I mean he's fine. It's not that he's wild. Just a couple got away from him.
And check down there to second. Merrill, not a pretty throw, it is.
Man, that was a great throw. I mean, as far as velocity goes, yeah. And Collins, good job moving there to grab it.
Now we see somebody heading to the Bobcat bullpen. I'll give you that number. That one's going to get past.
Safe at third. That's number 16, Logan Duan, who pitched against LCA. We saw him get on the mound earlier this year. Good option for Erath if he does have to get into this ball game. They are fine working with him on the mound. He can pitch well in a game like this. But I still think Duran's fine. I mean, yeah, it is 3 hit by pitches, but he has thrown plenty of good pitches. They just need to settle down. And again, only 1 earned run.
Runners are at third and second. 9-hole up. And a called strike on the 3-0 count.
Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect pitch for number 8. So I'm good with what he's doing.
Another's called strike. And now can he climb the ladder? He get a big time punchy with the top of the lineup waiting on deck. Full count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Skied for an Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball. We'll do it again, full count. Bell pitch. Swing and a miss and a big time strikeout from the junior. And now there's 2 outs, but now you got a battle that's fixing to happen.
And Duran with the head nod. And now let's see. Got another timeout on the field.
Yeah, I was going to say, Baggett.
Go ahead, Enoch.
I was going to say, Baggett did it earlier, had 3 straight balls, and then threw 3 straight strikes for a strikeout, and now Duran did it as well. So that didn't end the inning. We're still at 2 outs, but it's still good that he was able to fight back, climb the ladder, as Jordan would say, and get the strikeout.
What's up, son? Coming off of a sickness early in the week. Had no voice this morning, but we're trying to push through to give you playoff baseball. As Duran tries to push through and get his team in the dugout.
Yeah, got a K at the 9-hole, so now he's back up at the top of the lineup. And after a swinging strike,
that's 5 straight strikes.
He's ahead 0-2. And boy, I did not know Beau was a freshman. Wow.
Can he make it 6 in a row and leave him stranded? He did. Strike 3 and 6 straight strikes to end this inning.
And both these pitchers, literally and figuratively, flexing their muscles, getting these 3rd outs themselves to wrap up the 2nd inning. We'll go to the 3rd inning with the home team up 2-0, but the Bobcats looking to, they're going to turn over their lineup here pretty soon, and they'll get another shot to try to tie this game up.
It will be 9-1-2 due up for the Bobcats. Talon Landry, Landon the Mayor, Carlos Champagne. It will be your 3rd inning. Southern Parish Plumbing sponsored it. We'll go there.
Southern Parish Plumbing is a premier full-service plumbing provider dedicated to serving the homes and businesses of Acadiana and Southwest Louisiana. They're committed to technical excellence and local values. They handle everything from routine maintenance, emergency repairs, to large-scale installations. They understand the unique needs of our Louisiana properties, and they take pride in delivering long-term solutions that are reliable and doing it with integrity like we expect. So whether it's a leaky faucet in Lafayette or a commercial project in Lake Charles, Southern Parish Plumbing is the name that you can trust to get the job done right the first time.
Had some strikeouts in that inning. We say thank you to Advertech at this time.
Miss Bridget Soche, 15 years of being your one-stop print shop in New Iberia. Advertech Advertising, 501-2014. Thank you so much, Advertech.
Welcome back to the Jacob Landry broadcast booth as we get you ready for 9-1-2 and a 2-0 ball game here in game number 1.
Talon Landry, the DH, saw him hit a home run earlier this year at home at Quality Sports Authority.
Over there at Ross Granger Field.
Good pitch for Baggett. Boy, both of these pitchers are just finding the bottom, the top, and the edges of the strike zone for these called strikes.
So it looks like Duhan's not throwing out there in the bullpen. Heads up right here.
Yeah, again, a reliable long reliever for them if they need him, but
He's just up and walking around.
well, far be it from me to have an opinion because Coach Picard knows a lot more about this than I do. But in my opinion, just one person's opinion, Duron's fine, and I'm fine with him continuing to do what he's been doing.
Duron's making his walk back to the dugout.
But there's bullpen work that you want to keep regardless, you know. And look, there's also an aspect to it. If I'm a pitcher and I see a guy over in the bullpen, just kind of like basketball, I see somebody at the scores table, I'm going to play a little hard because I don't want to get taken out of the game. So if I see somebody in the bullpen, I'm going to make sure that I make myself hard to take out.
Now to turn around and walk back to the bullpen.
Just want to stay ready. Coach Picard knows exactly what his staff needs to be doing today.
The 0-2 downstairs.
So good job by Landry there to lay off a breaking ball low and in.
1-2. Big swing and a miss. And it's an advertising technologies strikeout.
Boy, Miss Bridget Soche, that's a great sponsorship to have today as we have seen some punch outs from both of these starting pitchers. That is 4 for Alex Baggett.
Top of the lineup, back up. Lemaire was a strikeout victim, his first plate appearance. The 1-0 showing bunt, pulls back.
Yeah, it looked like Baggett actually may have lost a little bit of his footing as he tried to throw that. Off target, he seemed just trying to push off the rubber, didn't quite push right.
Sometimes when you see guys show bunt right there, it's probably trust from a player to coach saying it's probably something, if you see it, go for it. It's not a call signal, right?
Well, from a leadoff hitter like Lemaire, I would say so.
The 3-0 finds a home for a strike.
You know those kind of players at the top of the lineup that have the green light to make those kind of decisions. I would imagine Landon Lemaire is that kind of player.
Called strike again in full count. And look, both pitchers are duplicating themselves right now.
It's a big pitch here. Lemaire doesn't want to go 0 for 2 with 2 Ks.
Full count pitch. Upstairs, and he walked him.
Nice job by Lemaire. And honestly, he had a great at-bat in the first inning. A great at-bat and a great pitch sequence to finally, I think it took 5 or 6 pitches to get him on a swing and strike, but he'll get a base on balls here in the top of the third.
Champon's back up. He grounded to the shortstop, reached by Erath, his last plate appearance. He hit it hard right at Henry. He bats again here in the third.
Yeah, Champon, you see Henry right in that spot where he put it last time. I see if he can find a hole there between third and short. And a big gap on the right side if he can go opposite field.
And ground ball. Nice play by the third baseman. Nice play by the second baseman. And Champon doing his job, hustling down the line. He's safe.
Yeah, throw was a little bit off target coming from Cohen Thompson.
But just to make that play by this third baseman.
Yeah, good glove to reach up and get it at the top of his jump. So a nice play by the third baseman. Fielder's choice for Champon.
That had extra bases written all over it.
Boy, look how far they just moved the outfielders back.
And they respect Duron.
And it was Baggett that did it. Baggett to turn around and move all of his outfielders back. That wind blowing out. Duron's been pumped up. Took a big hack there.
Well, right now you can still cut down a run if you playing as deep as you are, right, Enoch?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Got to be careful here if you're South Beauregard.
The way the outfield's playing, Marshall, you can cut down that run at home.
Yeah, sacrifice fly, not a choice here. So Duron got to find grass. Good eye.
And they called strike at the letter.
That was close.
And now Baggett is one pitch away. from ending things here in the third. 1-2. No movement over there from Champagne.
2's on the board.
Finding the spot here today was optional, huh? We got a hit by pitch.
So, wow. Oh, that wasn't ball 4. Yeah, he hit him.
Hit by pitch. So the inning will extend. Tate Collins will get in that bat here. We got a special pinch runner for the pitcher over there at first base.
That's number 0 for Erath. No, it's not. It might be Ian LeBlanc, who has done some base running for them earlier this year, number 9.
Tate Collins can cut the lead here in half here. And a big swing for an industrial and all field services foul ball. Boy, he was geared up for that one.
Coach Picard with the quick feet down the third base line. Boys, bleachers are full, man. There's not a place to sit down. You can stand up and watch, but there's nowhere else to sit.
They opened the gates 2 hours prior to
opened
first
at 1.
pitch.
They beat us here.
Just because they knew what to expect today.
You better believe it. Everybody cooped up in the house yesterday. Everybody's outside today.
Southern Parish Plumbing, third inning here. There's been traffic every inning, Marshall. Both sides.
Yep, since the second batter of the game when Champagne reached on error.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah, between hit by pitches, walks, and
errors.
Yep. Couple one base hit for each team.
1-2, 2 outs. Runners are at first and second. Collins bats here with 2 outs and poked his bat at one. Can it get down? It will.
Yes.
And a run will
Yes.
score. And a 2-out RBI single from Tate Collins.
So they cut the lead in half right there.
He just poked his bat out.
Yeah, that was a really good job of 2 out, 2 strike hitting. And yeah, I mean, Jordan, what do you do with 1-2 count, 2 runners on, 2 outs? You got to put your bat out in the zone and make something happen, see what happens. And they're going to move the outfielders back again because here comes Jack.
That's what you live and die by moving your outfielders to the warning track right there.
Yeah. So Erath scores with 2 outs. They got first and third here. They got a chance to take the lead here with a big hit.
Runners are on the corners. Expect to see Collins active on the base paths here as Jack Landry swings it with the best of them.
So first pitch strike he took. He's 1 for 1 already, but he waited on that one. It was in the zone.
Let's see if he's active here on the second pitch.
Yep, I wouldn't doubt if he is.
And we're going to have a quick check over third to first move. No movement. Like the move there from Baggett to see if he got him caught or lean him.
Yeah, got a courtesy runner there on third. I've said that all year. Make sure he's paying attention.
Pitch misses downstairs. 2-1 your new score. 2 outs here in the third. Runners are on the corners. Jack Landry is your hitter. Big swing at a high fastball.
Yeah, that one was out of the zone, I believe. So another 1-2 count. See if Baggett can finish this one off. You know, he'll be fired up if he gets a K here.
This is a pitch to run on right here. Watch out right here, Marshall.
Figure Alex Baggett, you're not worried
He
about that.
steps off and just got a piece. So he left early there. Try to draw a balk, and Baggett was locked in all batter. Didn't even flinch.
And why would you? Yeah, no reason to. Worry about 4 at the plate.
Do you see a third to first move here?
I said, look, 1-2. If I'm Alex, I'm worried about getting a strikeout. That's what I would want if I'm Alex. Let me strike this guy out at the plate. I don't need to worry about anything behind me.
1-2. Staying put. And ground ball to Jed Henry. Takes the for sure out at second. And that will do it here, but we got us a new ball game.
1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. Great job by Collins to cut the lead in half, but another good defensive play by Jed Henry, who's been big with 2 outs at shortstop today. He's gotten them in the dugout twice with his glove.
Coming up, it will be Henry. He will bat first here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, followed by Yellett and Crater. 1 run came across. We say thank you to our Run Rally sponsor at this time, BT Build.
BT Build's proudly serving Erath and the surrounding areas for years. From custom builds, welding, upgrades around the home, Bryland can deliver quality work that you can count on each and every time. So give them a call, 337-517-0198, 517-0198, or just look up BT Builds on Facebook, and you can get your next project started today. BT Builds is built on hard work and is built for you.
Let's check out our Industrial and Oil Fields foul ball sponsor at this time.
Industrial Oil Fields.
Industrial and Oilfield Services. Based in Erath, Louisiana, Industrial and Oilfield Services has proudly served the oil and gas industry onshore, off.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jake Valandry broadcast booth.
It's a foul ball by Jed Henry to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Ooh, it's hot.
And the ground ball going to be a tough play for Collins, and he booted it.
Well, I don't think he booted it as much as he knocked it down. It took a hop, took one of those grass hops. Oh, that's tough. I don't know if that's you score that error, Jordy?
One of those where you have to come get it on the run.
Tough play.
And let it get to the second hop.
The way it hopped, the only option he had, it went from the ground to basically his letters on his jersey. And it's hard to score that in error. But
I think he beats it out if he feels it clean or not.
I do too, because of how quickly it got to him. But man, that took a nasty hop.
Now Yellett will bat here, hit by pitch, his last plate appearance. Showing bunt. Back to that same thing, get one on and move them.
Yeah, he ended up scoring a run there in the bottom of the 1st after Baggett hit that RBI base hit. But yeah, Collins not able to field that one at short, but again, drove in a run himself in the top half of the 3rd. They're charging, third baseman charging.
Ball is downstairs.
That's a great job by Romero because that ball hit the turf before it made it to the plate.
Right here, you just take the gift, right?
Well, if Erath can get a ground ball, third baseman's going to.
And you just pull back.
That's again, yeah.
Trying to show time, ground ball. And it's going to sneak through. Runner will go first to third. A good piece of hit and run there.
So that was pretty interesting. Did Henry interfere? I think they're going to discuss this because, boy, that was interesting. Champagne just stopped. And I think they're going to discuss and see if Henry got in Champagne's way because
it wouldn't be that case because no one from the Bobcats are arguing.
Well, yeah, the ball. Oh, the ball took a long time to get out of the infield, and no one was over there. It's very surprising that not one of those middle infielders would have made it over to the ball as long as it took to get out. It was just a dribbler.
Right there. But yell at show bunt, pull back, try to call time, and then said the hell with it, I'm swinging, and poked it through.
All right, so he's going to keep him at third, yeah. So we'll play on. And again, if you're Duran, so his shoulders are dropped a little bit. You know, that's not a great outcome, but there's really nothing to worry about. Down 1, you can get a double play right here if you need it, or you can hold the runner at third if a ground ball's in the infield. So we'll have both Rodriguez and, well, Francis got to hold the runner on.
Crater will bat here. Put him on the corners.
K-Rod at third. He's in the grass.
Call strike there. South Beau applying pressure here in the bottom of the third. Call strike again. And now Duran's ahead 0-2. A big lead over there at first base. That pitch just missed outside.
Runner doesn't go, and look, you might see, we've seen it once, wouldn't shock me if Romero tried a little backdoor pick down there to Cade Francis at first, see if they can get that big lead over there.
The 1-2 from Duran. Swing and a miss and a big time strikeout.
So that brings you one pitch away. You got a double play now up the middle that you can roll up and get out of this inning.
I tell you what, they're respecting Romero's arm by not going on any pitch just now.
So at this point, here's the guy that got that RBI for South Beau in the first, Baggett. So Duran's got to be hunting a ground ball. Get out of this inning.
Showing bunt.
Foul ball.
They're trying to get a run with a push bunt there, Marshall.
Yeah, how about that? You bring your starting pitcher and your cleanup hitter to bat, or your 5-hole hitter to bat, and he ain't worried about laying down a bunt. I like to see that.
It just shows that it's a team mentality here at South Beau.
Got to get it done any way you can.
Showing bunt again, pops it up.
Caught.
And it will be caught by the pitcher. And the Knights cannot do a job.
So, just a mistake there. I like the idea because, again, you know, an RBI, whether in front of the plate or in front of the warning track. But
good job from Duran coming off the mound, fielding his position.
Yeah, he had to get a jump on the ball to get the glove over there, and checked to see if he could get the double at first. But 2 outs now.
He's gone. And he took a good pitch to run on too. All speed in the dirt.
So now you're into the 6th hole with Drew Smith.
Got 2 Knights aboard. Runners are at third and second. 2 outs here. And Drew Smith trying to increase the lead here. And this bat broke the zone.
Yeah, he went.
The 1-1. Call strike on the outside corner, and now it's a 1-2 count.
And
and he's settled in, hasn't he?
Yeah, look, I mean, Erath could really take some momentum here if they can fire themselves up, get in the dugout.
1-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Duran pumps his chest and gets the fan base fired up. And that will do it. Traffic left.
No runs, no 1 hit, no errors. Well, 1 error and 2 runners left on base.
We will go to the 4th. You strike out was Advertick Advertising. We go to the 4th inning. It's sponsored by QSA.
QSA, Quality Sports Authority, is located in Erath, and they're your premier recreational facility in Vermilion Parish with access to 13 baseball and softball fields as well as a 15,000 square foot indoor facility. QSA offers rec baseball, softball, flag football, and basketball. They also serve as a host to several baseball, softball, and basketball tournaments. Call QSA today at 337-937-4360, 937-4360 in Erath to get your child registered in their programs. Quality Sports Authority, where we continue to prepare young athletes for the highest level in both life and sports. Thank you, QSA, for supporting UTL.
And a big strikeout at the end of the frame there.
Yeah, look, that, could we see that slight momentum shift toward Erath? They cut the lead in half with the base hit in the third inning, so now they go to the top fourth with a chance to maybe tie or take the lead. And Abertech Advertising, Miss Bridget Soche.
Boy, she's getting it racked up today.
Absolutely. Locally owned there in New Iberia. 15 years of dependable fast service. That's your one-stop print shop, Abertech Advertising.
Due up for the Bobcats, it will be 6, 7, 8.
Francis.
Capel and Rodriguez.
Francis walked his first at bat.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Gloves it. Fires in time. 6-3 put out.
Nice hit there by Francis. Put the ball in play. Sounded good coming off the bat, but Henry with a solid play.
Yeah, Henry the Creator has been working.
Yeah.
One out in the inning, and Cole Capel will bat. We are in the fourth inning. Both teams have got traffic on the base paths every inning. It's just the pitchers have dialed in and battled through and left a lot of people stranded so far, Marshall.
That's a good pitch. Cole Capel watches that one to even the count at 1-1.
The 1-1 here. This one is skied to the right fielder, Drew Smith, and he's got it for out number 2.
Good, again, another good piece of hitting. A little too much under that one.
Not sure if we've seen a 1-2-3 frame so far this game.
No, we have not.
Baggett's trying to get it right here, as he will see Colin Rodriguez with 2 outs.
Yeah, Rodriguez struck out his first appearance. That was part of 3 straight strikeouts. As Baggett struck out 7, 8, 9 their first time through.
Showing bunt. He tried to push it down here to third baseline and it rolls foul. I like the idea. Try to steal a base runner any way possible. As the wind picks up here. And down on strikes. And we do get us a 1-2-3 frame.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. Boy, we continue to see Baggett and Duron get the third out themselves.
We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. A QSA fourth inning and another strikeout. We go back to Avertech.
Miss Bridget Soche, 337-501-2014. You can email her at bridget@advertechadv.com, located in New Iberia, your one-stop print shop.
Hey, let's check out our broadcast booth sponsor at this time, Jacob Landry. Jacob Landry, state representative, proudly serving District 49. He wants to wish the Erath Bobcats the best of luck this upcoming season. Go Bobcats! Industrial and Oilfield Services.
Based in Erath, Louisiana, Industrial and Oilfield Services has proudly served the oil and gas industry onshore, offshore, and internationally since 1979. With more than 100 years combined expertise, they provide creative, real-time solutions and services. They are team players focused on achieving customer goals and satisfaction. Enviro Resources, providing the oil and gas industry with sustainable solutions that protects the environment, drives cost savings, and prioritizes landowner satisfaction since 19.
Welcome back to the Jacob Landry broadcast booth. Duron's back out for his fourth inning of work. Golden Knights have a 2-1 lead. As Hunter Bellor will bat here. Ground ball, sliding catch by Tate Collins. What a play.
Great play. Sliding to his right.
Shortstop showing off some leather here today.
Yes, sir. Brings up Davis Henry, the left fielder. Yeah, Collins, man, he's been a bright spot for Erath today. Drove in there 1 run, been solid at short.
Called strike there from Duron. How's his pitch count look through 4 innings? Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball.
Duron is at 62. And Baggett is at 73.
Another Industrial and Oilfield Services foul ball. The 0-2 from Duron.
Skip that one.
Enoch, you doing good over there in the shade?
Oh yeah, Shade's doing what it's supposed to do, keeping all of our equipment cool, you know, and keeping myself cool at the same time. So I'll take it for this game 1.
All right, me and Marshall's gonna die over here in the heat.
No, we're good. We're good.
If the fans could see the contraction the wives build out here to keep their equipment. Call strike
him out.
3. We'll say it again in advertising the technologies. Strike out. Boy, the pitchers are rocking them up today.
Yep. 15 years of dependable fast service. Your one-stop print shop in New Iberia. Promotional products, custom decals, vinyl, screen printing, and embroidery. 2 outs quickly from Andon Duron.
He's trying to have a 1-2-3 frame himself.
And he missed inside. Boy, that almost got Thompson's jersey. He's going up against the 9-hole here again.
Good pitch. Called strike.
Leaving it at 1-1.
Called strike again.
Yeah, he's going after him here, Jordan. I think you might see another inning in with a pitcher pumping their fist coming off the mound.
The 1-2 downstairs. Top of the lineup waits on deck if we get there. 2-2, 2 outs. And rips one into left field for a base hit.
So the 9-hole gets on.
And that will be a base hit. A Team Louisiana base hit here with 2 outs.
Team Louisiana founded in 2010 in Erath. Field teams from age 7 to 18. 337-937-4360. Team Louisiana.
The top of the lineup will bat here with 2 outs.
Yes, that brings up Beau, and while base hits have been hard to come by, I think that may be the 4th or 5th total between both. We get one out of the 9-hole for South Beau.
Barrow, ground ball. As he flips it over for out number 3, a 1-3 put out, and that will end things here.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base.
We will go to the top of the 5th inning in a 2-1 ball game. Here comes Alex Baggett back out for work. He's going to have to see 9-1-2 for the Bobcats. Right after this break, our 5th inning is sponsored by Champagnes.
Champagnes wants to wish Coach Picard and the Erath Bobcats the best of luck in the quarterfinals. Next time you're in town, stop on by to fuel up or shop at the supermarket. The Champagnes have supported UTL. We thank them so much for helping us bring you this round.
Delcom Fuel Depot Champagne Supermarket sponsoring your 5th inning. Cruising along we go. First of 2 games here this evening, Marshall.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint today. Of course, we've seen both these starters largely do their job. Teams kind of scraping out hits. 2 earned runs, and then that 1 earned run for South Beauregard. That's the difference right now with a couple pass balls.
Big Zig Photography has a comment for us in the comment section.
He's probably in Sulphur today, isn't he?
He says, does the streaming crew come with the winner to Sterlington next week? Just asking. Well, if we can get the old skipper from Sterlington to give the green light, he very well may see us, right, Marshall?
Got to, would love to go back to that facility. It's a great one. Got to see Mr. Ziegler at the Prep Classic in the Dome a couple months ago. He's the man.
And lay down the bunt here. Baggett filling his position. Out number 1. Big Zig was a sponsor during football season. Would love to see him next week if a possibility. But we got us a best of 3 series before we even get there, right?
Yep. Yeah, Sterlington able to knock off Caldwell Parish, who got an upset win over St. James. A walk-off upset dub. They go up to Sterlington. Panthers hold serve. So they'll host the semis yet again.
He's over there. His daughter's birthday this weekend, so nothing on display for him.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday. We got to say 1 out here. Top of the 5th inning. We're back at the top of the lineup.
Yeah, Lemaire struck out to start the game and walked. So he is 0 for 1 officially with a walk. See what he can do to pass the bat to Champagne. Little off-speed pitch. Ooh, missed. Close, though.
3rd time through the lineup. What adjustments you think you were going to see here? I'm curious to see.
Lemaire or Champagne find a base hit, some way, somehow.
Three one count here.
And look, we didn't see Baggett, tail off at all last week against Port Barry. He's got about 40 pitches, give or take, left in this game. As that one misses inside. So Lemaire follows up an opening strikeout with 2 consecutive walks. And that'll bring up Carter Champagne, the second baseman, see if he can move Lemaire over.
Yeah, being very patient here in this inning.
Knights will try to roll 2, of course.
Runner aboard. Bobcats trail a run. That was going to be a great.
So if Lamar had taken off right when that ball went wide, he may have had a shot down there, but he wisely holds up. Champagne has reached base both times. He reached on an error in the first and a fielder's choice in the third.
That one's upstairs.
So now look, we'll get a mound visit here as Baggett falls down 2-0. It's a big at-bat for them.
Your mound master mound visit.
Advertech Advertising, Miss Bridget Saucier in New Iberia, and Coach DeVille I think this is more just figuring out, you're in a dangerous part of the order for Erath. Champagne lives on base. And with Lemaire being there at first and Baggett going out of the stretch, they got to find a way to limit any damage and not let Erath keep going through this kind of heavy-hitting part of their batting order.
Top of the 5th inning. 2-1 is your score. Game number 1 at this best 2 out of 3 series. Champagne sends one. Deep. Gone! Champagne just turned on that one and took the lead here on the road. Marshall. My goodness.
So the hit streak continues. Oh, man. Erath takes the lead. Champagne, he was due. There's no way he's not going to get a base hit today.
He just sent it to they cooking out there.
I was nervous that I jinxed him.
Hey, for all the games that I've covered with you, that's the first time I've seen a home run in person. Nothing like your first in the playoffs, huh? What a hit, man. What a home run.
Coach Picard fired up at third base as Carter was rounding third.
You knew it was gone from the bat.
You did.
You just did not know if it was going to stay fair or not.
And it barely did. I mean, it barely did. I had a great view of the foul pole.
And now Durham will bat here with nobody out. Correction, 1 out with nobody on base. And we got us a new ball game. Erath now leads it in the 5th, 3-2 on one swing of the bat. First one we've seen run out of this park.
Carter Champagne. So doesn't get on base that time because he made it all the way back home.
I bet that one felt a lot more better. Touch them all. Duran shows bunt on 3-0. And we'll have a 4-pitch walk.
And he'll give a look to Baggett on the way down to first. And that brings up Tate Collins, who already has an RBI base hit in this game. So we've got a runner on with a chance to do it again.
Same runner from earlier.
Collins shows bunt there briefly.
As soon as we get an opportunity, as Tate Collins, going to be
nice
a tough
bunt.
play. Was there a tag?
Yes, it was.
Got him on the shoulder. Here's a play at third base. Ow! A double play to end things. And Beau might have just grabbed the momentum right back, Marshall.
Wow. I mean, 2 bang plays. Got him at the shoulder at first base. But, man, what a close play at third and what a heads-up play by Crater.
Coach McCord wants the umpires to come together and talk about it.
Yeah, so just because of the bang play at third, but now he's talking to the first base. He didn't necessarily look like he was disagreeing with the call. I think he just wants to make sure that everything is understood, but he was right there. My goodness, what a throw from Crater.
Yes, indeed. Woo! So you had a bunt there. Tagged out at first, and then the guy tried to go first to third and was thrown out at third base on a heck of a throw.
So in that inning, we have 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors.
And it will stand.
No runners left on base because your third out of the inning was a 1-3-5 double play.
I can't imagine a 1-3-5 double play happens very often in baseball. That's the first time I've seen it that I can think of anyway. And what a throw. What a throw.
But the Bobcats have taken the lead here in the fifth on one swing.
And Duran has dove to first base and dove headfirst slide into third base.
That was a pinch run.
Oh, that was a run. You're right. Duran in the first inning tried to dive to get to beat out the throw at first. Yeah, so he gets a courtesy runner. You're right. That time around.
2 runs come across in that inning. We will say thank you to our Run Rally sponsor at this time.
Bryland delivers quality work that you can count on every time. So you can call him at 337-517-0198, 517-0198, or just pull up your Facebook account and search for BT Builds. He serves Erath and the surrounding areas. Custom builds, welding, upgrades around your home. He can get it done. Built on hard work, built for you.
He's fixing to graduate from Erath High School maybe a couple weeks from now, so showing him some love this weekend.
BT Builds on Facebook.
Hey, we got double barrel action. As we got a ground ball here, tough play from Collins. Not in time. Hey, double barrel action in the bullpen for the South Beauregard Knights.
Yeah, so that's Jed Henry, who is going to reach base again.
He's fast.
And we score that an infield single, Jordy?
Yep.
That's number 16, Eves, in the pen for...
Yeah, 2 of them in the pen.
South Beauregard. Trying to see...
Number 7.
Number 7, thank you. Couldn't see it there. Is Trahan. So Eves and Trahan in the pen right now for the Knights, and we got 2 catchers with gear on in the pen for the Bobcats. I would imagine that's still Duan that's throwing. I can't see it from here behind the batting cage, but Erath's got 2 catchers in their bullpen. And a 1-run lead after that 2-run homer by Champagne.
That one's going to get past the catcher. The runner will move up. So no outs here. Coach might throw the bunt on here, Marshall.
Yeah, look, we've seen 1, 2, 3 for both teams show it. Whether top lineup, middle lineup, they're all willing to do it. So I don't think that's a bad call at all.
Francis is on the grass, expecting something, but instead we got us a 3-1 count.
And a 3-2 ball game.
Correction, 2-1 count. We got time in the box. Merrill's going to head out, talk to his starting pitcher. Three to 2 your score, bottom of the 5th inning. As Yellett bats here, the teammate at second. Yellett's first pitch swinging. Collins long throw. Francis with a pick.
So Collins had to throw that on the run. Did his best Derek Jeter impression, made the throw. Nice effort by Collins, but he just was trying to turn his body and his feet were off the ground, trying to make that throw, just not in time to Cade Francis. Crater, who delivered a strike to get the third out in the last inning, will come to the plate now.
Yellett with an infield single.
And no outs for the Golden Knights.
Trying to tie this game up or take the lead this inning.
Yeah, they've got plenty of chances to do it right here.
Showing bunt. He does get the bunt down. It's going to be a play at the plate. No! He dropped it. And the Knights tie this game up with some small ball.
So I'm not sure. Catcher came out to get it, so the only hope, or third baseman and pitcher came out to get it, so the only hope is that he gloves it on the run. He had one shot to try to scoop it and flip it home, and he didn't. We're going to mound visit here.
Mound visit brought to you by Avatech Advertising Technologies. We'll step away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Alex Baggett will step to the plate with no outs. Already got an RBI in this ball game. He's got runners on first and second. Southpaw just tied this game on a bunt. And Alex Baggett, the pitcher, can help his cause and give this team the lead. He'll show bunt. And that one is going to be low in the zone, but called for strike one.
A 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Still nobody out.
Francis in front of the base runner there at first.
Backdoor pick at second. Oh, that was close.
Oh, man. So Collins is working the runner at second. Francis is on the grass in front of the base runner at first. And we can see K-Rod at third over here by the bag, close to the bag, to try to get that lead runner. Would love, if you're Erath, to try to see a ground ball here, but Baggett, see if he can put one in the gap and give Southpaw the lead. He's going to show bunt again. Oh, good pickup by Romero.
Yeah.
And Romero been busy back there, made some great plays today for the road team.
Two-one from Duran. And it's bunted. And
They get him at third. No, he sails it.
Threw it in the outfield. One run will score. And the Knights take the lead.
Yeah.
It's been from the bunt.
The unearned run comes back for South Beauregard again and gives them the lead for the second time in this game via a pass ball. This time this one goes in the left field. I like the idea. I think that's the effort. I think that's the where Duran has to go with the play. Just didn't quite make the connection and get it over to Rodriguez.
So back-to-back bunts have given the Knights a tie ball game. Then it just gave them the lead.
And really in the same
and
spot.
Here comes a third straight bunt.
Romero's going to try it again.
So they're trying to go three straight bunts here in this inning.
Crater and Baggett both with runs batted in via some small ball. And Knights took the lead right back from the Bobcats.
If you coach Devere, you go right back to it.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. Corner's up.
Going to be another push bunt here to third. Pull back, called strike.
Meanwhile, Duron's now over 80 pitches. Could conceivably see both of these starters go the distance if they need it.
Duhan has stopped throwing over there in the bullpen. He's just waiting on the nod.
Neither one of them are in trouble from a pitch count perspective. But again, South Beau, 2 unearned runs.
Yeah, 2 of their 4 is unearned.
And that third run they scored is a really tough play. I mean, it's a perfectly executed bunt.
Count runs 3-1.
Let me ask you this. I don't even know if we talked about it. Crater's bunt that scored the run from third, is that an error or is that a hit?
Yeah, that's an error. He threw it up the line.
Yeah. Well, no. No, before that, when he tried to scoop it and go home.
Oh, it's going to be a hit.
Okay. Yeah, that was Crater's bunt. Baggett's bunt was the one that went to left field. Yeah, but that play where he had to scoop it and go home.
That's an infield hit.
Okay, I think I agree with you. That's ball 4. Yep.
And they are loaded.
Francis.
They checked him down the first seat of the bat, broke the zone. They are loaded. And the Knights trying to blow this game open.
And still no outs. So 3 crooked number innings. But can South Beau make a 3-run inning and take another 2-run lead?
So an infield single, a bunt, an infield single, and a walk so far in this inning.
And Bellard, the catcher, up to bat for the home team. 4th seeded Golden Knights hosting the 5th seeded Bobcats. Winner goes to the top seeded Sterlington Panthers.
And a rematch of last year's semifinal matchup.
Yeah, a rematch of this one. And last year the finals was Erath and Sterlington. So we could see a rematch of those 2 teams again.
Erath's going to bring the infield in. They're going to try to cut down the run at home plate. This one is skied in the infield.
I think that's in play. Collins calls for it.
Infield fly, batter's out.
So that's big for Erath, but still you got sac flies in play for South Beau.
A much needed out, though.
And Eves and Trahan for South Beau have sat down over in the bullpen on the down the third base side.
We're going to get a runner at second base to run for Baggett.
Davis Henry's 0 for 1 today, hit by a pitch and struck out swinging in his 2 plate appearances.
Yeah, that's number 2 for South Beauregard, who came in at second as a courtesy runner.
And this is going to be a fly ball to right field.
No tag.
And no tag. Jack Landry was placed in the right spot out there.
Yeah, good play by Jack in right field. Crater, good job down there on third base. Thought maybe he was going to take off, but he went back at the last second. So South Beau, no outs, bases loaded. Now they're looking at 2 outs, and I believe their 9-hole hitter, yes it is, Cohen Thompson, who's been playing third today. He had a single to left field in his last at-bat and struck out in his first at-bat, 1 for 2 on the day.
The infield will back up, get comfortable here with 2 outs. That one misses outside. You try to limit the damage to just 2 runs here.
Yeah. Only time. Good pitch there. Only time the ball has left the infield this inning
was that fly ball.
Was the throw. And that fly ball to right. But infield singles, infield bunts. But the only fair ball that has made it out of the infield has been that throw.
Called strike on the corner. Now he's 1 pitch away. And this would be huge if he can go 3 straight outs.
Yeah, and if I'm Duran, if I'm able to get a strikeout here, I'm just as fired up as I have been because you're good. You're just 1 run down, and I would like to keep that momentum.
1, 2 outs, bases loaded. Called ball, strike three, and they do leave them loaded. But the Golden Knights have taken the lead here in the fifth.
2 runs on, call it 2 infield hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base. Home team with a 1-run lead.
2 runners have come across. We thank our BT Build sponsor. We also want to say our 6th inning sponsor, Southern Parish.
Southern Parish Plumbing is a premier full-service plumbing provider.
They're sponsoring the 6th inning, correct?
Yes, they are. They're dedicated to serving the homes and businesses of Acadiana and Southwest Louisiana. They're committed to technical excellence and local values, and they can handle routine maintenance, emergency repairs, or large-scale installations. They understand the unique needs of Louisiana properties. They're prideful in delivering reliable long-term solutions with the professional integrity that we all expect here in the Pelican State. So whether it's a leaky faucet or a commercial project, whether you're in Lafayette or Lake Charles or anywhere in between, call Southern Parish Plumbing. They're the name you can trust to get the job done right the first time.
2 more runs come across that inning for BT Builds.
BT Builds, 337-517-0198, 337-517-0198, or just look up BT Builds on Facebook. Bronlin can deliver quality work that you can count on. Custom builds, welding, upgrades. Hit him up. He can help you out.
Jack Landry leads things off here in the 6th inning. Bobcats trail a run.
Jack singled to left and grounded out to short earlier today, so he's put the ball on the left side of the field, and they're going to intentionally walk him?
No, it was a hit by pitch.
Okay.
But
I didn't think he got hit either.
Home plate umpire said it was not.
I was wondering why he was sitting down there.
All right, so we did have those hits in that inning. That was sponsored by Team Louisiana also. That's going to be an Industrial Oilfield Services foul ball.
Evens the count at 1-1. Team Louisiana was founded in 2010.
Score is at the top of your screen.
In Erath. They've helped over 500 kids in the state of Louisiana pursue the dream of playing college baseball. Team Louisiana, thanks for supporting Under the Lights. Got programs all over the state.
This guy played for Team Louisiana. He sends one into right field. Drew Smith's got it for out number 1.
Nice play by number 9, Drew Smith. Get under that ball with the wind and make the play. So that'll bring up Cade Francis, who has a walk and a ground out to short in this ball game.
Top of the 6th inning in game number 1. And Francis sends a base hit into left field. That's a base hit.
Yeah, Team Louisiana currently has programs in Erath, Shreveport, West Monroe, Alexandria, Lake Charles, and Hammond. Call them today, 337-937-4360. Or just search for Team Louisiana and be a part of the family.
1 out in the inning.
Noah Capel's 0 for 2. Got a fly out and a strikeout looking. So he'll take ball 1 high, see if he can get on base today.
4-3, your score here in the top of the 6th inning.
Hadn't seen Francis. Not much of a lead over there at first.
And Capel has worked the 3-0 count.
Yeah, good job by Capel. Like I said, 0 and 2 on the day, 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll take strike 1, but still way ahead. Any way you can get on base right now would be helpful for Erath. Got 6 outs left to try to find that 4th run.
5 outs.
Yeah, excuse me, 5.
And this one may skip into the gap. His could tie the ball game. Let's see. Cade Francis is going to be held up at 3rd. Safe at 2nd. And Koa Capel's first hit of the day comes in the way of a double.
And he's rowing the boat down there at second base. Boy, that is a great base hit. Other than that home run by Champagne, that might be the best base hit I've seen today.
And you got to talk about your center fielder, Barrow go and cut that baseball down.
Yeah, got the ball in the infield pretty quickly. I didn't think there was any way that Cade Francis was going to have a shot at the plate. So a good job to hold him up by Coach Picard. But we've got 2 on, 1 out.
And a pinch hitter.
Go-ahead run is in scoring position, and we're going to get Landon Duan, who's been spending most of the day down there in the pen. He is going to step in now for Colin Rodriguez, who has 2 strikeouts swinging today. He's been playing a good job. He's been playing a good third base.
Now we're getting a pinch runner
today, but we'll see if Duan.
So we're getting a pinch hitter and a pinch runner in this at bat.
And it makes sense. So Cade Francis, who was not leading off very much when he was in the game, he will head to the dugout. Is that Ian LeBlanc coming in? I believe that it is.
And you also have somebody that just went to the pen for the Bobcats. I can't see the number from this angle.
No, yeah, the batting cage is in the way. So yeah, Ian LeBlanc is the pinch runner in at third. Landon Duan is the pinch hitter at the plate.
A base hit could take the lead here.
Like we said, go-ahead runs in scoring position.
This is a first pitch down.
So I think that was big for Duan to not swing and miss at strike 1 just coming into the game. He's got a big job to do here. Even a fly ball would work.
Upstairs.
So do you think maybe that's why that pinch hit goes? I know Rodriguez 0 for 2 today, but do you like Duhan to try to push something in the outfield here?
A trusted back coming off the bench to get a job done. Somebody Coach McCord trusts us in this lineup. Also somebody that's probably next in line to pitch in this game.
I agree. Yeah, you've got, like you mentioned, someone down there throwing for Erath right now. Baggett, meanwhile, trying to finish what he started and get 5 more outs.
Corners are in for South Beau. Middle of the infield is back. And it hit him. And the bases are loaded.
So that'll pass it to Landry, who bunted in his last.
He ain't bunting here.
No.
And we'll see if we have a re-entry coming into play here. Because Duhan has exited the bases. And this may be the end of the rope for Baggett.
Haven't seen him hand the ball off yet. Haven't seen him hand it off yet.
Here he comes. Number 7 walking up to the mound. We'll have a new pitcher in the game, ladies and gentlemen. We'll tell you who's on the base paths, who's hitting, and where the defense is lined up right after this break. Welcome back to the Jacob Landry broadcast booth. Here's how everything looks.
So Braden Trahan will come into this game. That Melm visit was brought to you by Advertech Advertising, Whispers Associated, New Iberia.
And he's going to go from the mound to third base.
So Alex Baggett will head over to third. Let's recap his day on the mound. 102 pitches, 5.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, 102 pitches. Not a bad day for Alex Baggett. He's in line to get the win here for the home team.
And we got a pinch runner at first base.
And that is number
14.
Number 14 for the Erath Bobcats is Carter Boutte.
So he's in the run for Duhon that just entered the game to hit.
So did Cohen Thompson exit the game?
Oh, wrong team.
The third baseman.
Yeah, I believe the third baseman moved out the game.
Yeah, that's Cohen Thompson.
So Trahan entered the game for Thompson.
Okay, gotcha. So he'll bat. Trahan will bat in the 9 hole if he does. If Coach DeVille does put a bat in his hand, he's in the 9 spot as of now.
Bases are loaded.
One down.
One out here in the inning. And Tyler Landry bats. And he's first pitch swinging. This one is going to be on the roof, out of play for an Industrial Oilfield Services foul ball.
He's gone yard this year. Not saying that's at all what the plan is for this particular at bat, but if you can put it in the outfield, you can score LeBlanc from third.
Don't be wary of a push bunt either.
Right, yeah. You might see, like we said, warning track or right in front of the plate. Both teams are willing to do it.
Bobcats trying to tie it up here or take the lead. And he's swinging here. This one's going to stay in the
infield. He fell.
Fell down, and this one's going to be caught. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's caught in between,
man.
So
now you're in a bind.
He's got 2 outs, and he's out of the base paths. Yeah.
Did the run score?
No run.
And the run will not score.
I think that I agree with the call.
So, Marshall, this is what happened. The ball was hit to the second baseman. He slipped. And the guy at third base took off running before the catch was made.
That's exactly what happened.
So he had to put the brakes on because he would have been doubled up for leaving early. And the guy at second base. Oh.
You've heard me say it all year, Jordan.
A base runner blunder.
They pick on those courtesy runners that come in the game that aren't as dialed into what's going on in the game as the guys that are out there. They do it all the time, and we saw that happen. What a play by Jackson Yellett to maintain composure after. Look, you can see the marks out on the dirt right now. He slipped and fell, got back up, and by the shoestrings, by the strings of the leather in his glove, makes the grab there. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base, and a double play to end the inning.
A double play after a pitching change.
So we've seen that twice in this game that South Beauregard has gotten the 3rd out at third base with a double play that wasn't a 4-6-3, 6-4-3. It was got 2 outs on the base paths, essentially. Wow,
what a moment there from the South Bow Knights. A game-changing moment there, Marshall.
Yeah, Talon Landry, you could see he was playing heavy pull. That he had that wide-open stance. He put the first one on top of the roof of the batting cage. He put the second one in play. He was playing heavy pull, just didn't get it down like he wanted to. Erath will get their leadoff hitter to come up with a 7th-inning rally, but they've got to hold the Knights here to give themselves a chance.
How do you score that one?
So that is a 2.
A 4.
Excuse me, a 4.
4, 5,
and look,
6.
And I wasn't watching the runner run at third. I was watching the rundown because, oh goodness, my goodness. That's in play.
Good stretch over there from first base at Cade Princess. As number 3's back in the game.
So Colin Rodriguez re-entered the game at third. And he makes a nice play down the line to get the first out. That was a great play by K-Rod. And that brings up Jed Henry, I believe. Yep, that was Barrow with a 5-3. So Jed Henry comes up for what could possibly be his last plate appearance in game one.
And his first pitch swinging.
Off-speed pitch, Champagne.
Champagne's got it for out number 2.
So a nice job by Deron to get to 2 outs. Barrow is going to head down to the bullpen. He did pitch in game one earlier. He was the closer. So we did pitch against Fort Berry last weekend. And defensively, that would allow South Beau to reset a lot of things. You could put Baggett at center field, then all the, if you made any substitutions, you can kind of reset early, reset what you had done if you need to.
The Industrial All-Field Services foul ball. These two teams will play again for game 2 about 30, 45 minutes after this one concludes. Somebody's going to have their backs against the wall in game 2.
And we really don't know who it is yet.
Oh, the big swing. Giving chase is Lemaire, and he's got it on the run for out number 3.
1, 2, 3 coming up for Erath, I believe. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. That's a 1, 2, 3 inning for Duron.
And the guy that just made the play in center field, he will lead things off here as we go to the 7th inning. Last chance for the Bobcats, trailing a run 4-3. Your 7th inning is sponsored by
T. Russ Cypress Dust Cajun Seasoning. That's an authentic Cajun seasoning available in both the Vermilion and Beauregard Parish communities. Mr. Russell Swear wants to say good luck to the Golden Knights, but it's a great day to be a Bobcat. Contact Mr. Russell, 318-332-8541, and get you some of that T. Russ Cypress Dust Cajun Seasoning. Thank you for sponsoring our 7th inning here on Under the Lights.
Thank you to our broadcast booth sponsor, Mr. Jacob Landry.
Jacob Landry, state representative, proudly serving District 49. He wants to wish the Erath Bobcats the best of luck this upcoming season. Go Bobcats!
Welcome back to the Jacob Landry broadcast booth. Golden Knights are 3 outs away from taking game 1 at home.
And a great finish there by Landon Duron. His day, 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, but 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. He's thrown 103 pitches, hit 3 batters, but faced 30 batters, and he's really pitched his tail off and given his leadoff hitter a chance here.
And he sees a call strike, second inning of work for our relief pitcher here. Who's this again?
This is Braden Trehan.
Trehan, second inning of work. He came in relief in game 2 against the Red Devils and gave Jed Henry the opportunity to start game 3.
Lemaire, 2 straight walks after striking out to lead off the game.
Called strike 2.
He scored the tying run earlier in this game via the Champagne home run.
The 1-2 just missed outside. Count runs 2-2. 2-2 from Trehan. Foul back for an Industrial and All-Field Services foul ball.
Big swing for Lemaire. No matter who you're rooting for, you got
the 2-2 ground ball. Gonna be a tough play for Trehan. Feels his position, fires a dart for a 1-3 putout.
Really nice play by Trehan. We've seen pitchers send that ball to foul territory a couple times, and man, he's got to hurry there. He has to go to the far side of the field, gets it all the way across the mound for out number 1.
Now the Golden Knights are 2 outs away from a Game 1 victory, but they gotta have to go through Quarterfinals.
Champagne has been on base all 3 at-bats today. He reached on an error, reached on a fielder's choice, and then touched them all in the 5th inning.
Tough selling here for Trahan. He's gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, go through the heart of the lineup. Holds up there, but called strike.
Called strike to make it 2-1. Yeah, Trahan coming off a true save situation against the best that Erath can bring to the plate.
A 3-1 count with Landon Duran waiting on deck.
So, gosh, I don't think you go over the zone here. Might be content to let Quarter step on first. As Trahan will step off the rubber.
The 3-1 with 1 out.
And he gave him a pitch to hit. Oh, no, ball 4. Okay.
Ball 4, and here comes LD.
So the tying run is aboard, and Landon Duran could do you-know-what in a big, big way right now.
Could take the lead with 1 swing, or Trahan can finish this game with 1 pitch on a ground ball.
But Duran looking to help his own cause.
Henry playing deep in the hole, Marshall. Trying to take away a base hit in the hole. Challenged him there.
Yeah, outfield out. See those spots on the grass where they normally stand? They're behind that.
10 steps away from the wall. One out here in the top of the 7th inning, a 4-3 ball game.
Missed with a breaking ball there.
Still think you be very careful here, pitch selection. You don't let LD beat you with 1 swing here.
Duran's got power. He can get that ball to the wall.
Trahan misses upstairs.
So as he starts missing with the off speed, you can gotta think coach is gonna bring that fastball back. So these hitters could have something to drive here.
Tate Collins waits on deck. South Beau does a great job turning double plays where they get an opportunity here. And this one goes foul. And now he's got a 2-2 count.
Big spot here for Landon. Big opportunity for Trahan in this save situation.
The 2-2 with 1 out. Ground ball, this could do it. 6, 4, 3, Game 1 goes to the Golden Knights.
A great double play.
We said it, they turn double plays so crisp all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think, to your point, you call this could end it just before Henry even picked up the glove. They ended the 1st inning and ended the 7th inning with double plays, and the Golden Knights are 1 out away, or 1 game away from the semifinals.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will do it again. In about 45 minutes to an hour from now, game number 2 awaits. If the Golden Knights win it, they punch their ticket to the semifinals. If the Bobcats win it, we got Sunday baseball, Marshall.
Yeah, we'll look forward to see. I would imagine that you'd see Jed Henry go up against Carter Champagne in Game 2.
That's the matchup.
So that will be, if you liked Game 1, then stick around for Game 2 because it's going to be just as good.
Enoch, final thoughts.
Hey, what a great Game 1. See a little bit of everything. We got to see somebody go yard. We've gotten to see, great base running. We've seen great fielding. Good pitching, especially from both teams. There's really not much that you can complain about this game. It was a great game all the way through. South Beauregard now one game away from avenging a semifinals loss to this very Erath Bobcat squad. Very same. They got game one now. They just have to lock in and win one out of the next possible two in order to advance to the semifinals and go up against a defending state champion in Sterlington. A little known thing, Sterlington, I don't know how often this happens. If Sterlington was to go on and win the state championship in baseball, they'd have won it in football and baseball 2 years in a row. Yeah. How often is that? How often does that happen?
Oak Grove did it a couple years ago in D4. But yeah, it's of course you saw that a couple times at North DeSoto, made it to state, and then they won state in baseball. So,
So we will say one more thank you to all of our sponsors at this time.
Southern Parish Plumbing, Fundraising U, QSA, Champons, T-Rust Cypress Dust, Cajun Seasoning, Advertech Advertising, BT Builds. Thank you to Jacob Landry and Viro Resources, Industrial and Oilfield Services, and Team Louisiana for bringing us game one here on Under the Lights.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Your final words as we get ready for game two, about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Erath, you've got to flush that one because you've got everything you need to win game two. You kind of have to take that marathon mentality. It doesn't always happen like this, but with 2 games today, 4 really good starting pitchers, it's kind of one of those things. Will it be a 4-3? Will it be a 2-1 or 1-0, or will it be an 11-8 or something like that? I can't wait to see Henry get to pitch, and I can't wait to see Carter Champon do kind of help the team out like he did in the first game with the home run, see what he can do off the rubber.
Sounds good. We'll step away. We'll be back for game 2. Don't you go anywhere. We'll see you in about an hour from now. Signing off for now, Jordan Taylor, Marshall Leffner, and Enoch Brogy.